Hey everyone, Nerd Named Mark here, and it's time for something different, something new. I did talk about the fact that this was a video I was planning at some point, and in this video, I'm going to go over how I display, keep my stuff nice, basically from a candy toy standpoint, how I'm displaying them, where I'm getting the stuff I used to display to save money, because after doing research before I actually, before I got these shelves, if any of you who are back on the old school videos when I had the black Target bookshelves behind me before I upgraded to like the IKEA shelves. I started getting more risers and all this other stuff to make everything look more organized and cohesive. Um, it, there's been it's this has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this video because I like to say I ball on a budget. All right, I'm not spending and buying all this expensive stuff. I think the most expensive stuff from a display that I bought is actually the bookshelves from IKEA, and those were what, like $35 each. I'm not, and there's a lot of easy ways and a lot of cheap alternatives to displaying not just Toku toys, your collectibles in general. I for the obviously for what content I make, I'm basically going to go over my Toku toys and how I display those. So yeah, I will warn you though. There's a good majority of this is going to be filmed from my phone. I'm going to try my best to make the audio sound good. It won't match how my audio is right now though, because there's no way for me to take my camera and this and that and bring it over there. So yeah, I'm just gonna. So just a rundown. I'm gonna be going over uh, how I plan out my shelving, where I get my whether it's a Dyza, riser, any of that stuff, where I get those, and how I store and clean. Because obviously, it would take a lot of time to take everything down off of all these shelves and clean. I do it once a month, but there's neat little tricks in between that you can use to keep them clean so it's not drastically bad, especially with white shelves. The dust shows figures, especially black figures and white figures, they show dust. So there's a lot of neat little tricks I use to keep my stuff looking nice, even though you can't even tell from that far away. But yeah, I'm going to switch over my camera. We're going to take a quick overview of my collection, and you could see some of the stuff I use, and then I'll sit back down over here, bring some of the unused ones for my displays cases and stuff like that over, and then I'll go over where I got them, what they are, and planning out your displays. So let's jump right into that. All right, so we'll start with our figurized standards. So I have just the standard little one height risers for a Hibiki and Zio to be on there. It does good with displaying them. It leaves them, good space. Like depending on where I'm standing, you can kind of see everything. My next space, I don't do anything with these ones. These ones have the standard stands with them. And right here, this neat little thing I did was I took the two-step ones and turned them sideways, so that way there I could have three different heights for the figures. Obviously, I just finished Wizard this week. It looks so good. So we have like X8 on the higher end, and we have fives right there. But then with how the two, it makes like one more when you put them together, and it fits perfectly on there for Deno with the sword form. And then if we go, it's gonna be kind of cluttered to see the guitar ones because I'm still working on that. So I have in the middle the two-tier little acrylic risers from Daiso, and on the each side, right and left, I have the three. Or those are the two-tier also. Well, do I have any three-tier ones anywhere? Oh, I'm not using any of my three tiers. Wow. Okay. Never mind. I'm not using any three tiers. Same with, my King Ozier display. I just have the two over there. I'm not done with this yet. I still have to make the Yudo set 2. And then I do have the King Ozier 0 set for Mini Plus. So once those are done, I'm going to be changing this around because this thing is so bulky that I don't know if I could fit everything King Ozier on here. And then over for the Boon Boonger, here's where you can see the bigger tray style. I thought that'd be neat to have the team in front with the Boon Boonger Robo and the DX Changer right there, and then we have our little acrylic, our little like plastic standees. I think that looks pretty neat for display. Once I add more stuff, because we are getting more mini plows soon, and then I just used a 2-tier just to display the vehicles. This is something that's a work in progress. This will change drastically as more stuff gets released. And then I kind of use the stand again right here for my little ray gun from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Other display stuff I use up here is the Daizas. So I have a Daiza right here that I'm need to put more stuff on, but you know, these are standard ones you can get. These are officially released by Bandai. They're pretty pricey sometimes. But then my older displays over here for my Sotos, which I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. These are just pantry spice, or like the skid resistant spice risers. You can get these at Target, Amazon. They're good for the bigger sets of Sotos because look at like there's so many, especially all the Revice ones. And then I got my miscellaneous like Zeo, Gain. We got Ryuki in there, some X8 stuff, and then obviously all the Saber ones, which I got to put some risers in here for. And then I got the bottom shelf. I'm not done yet. I still have a lot I need to do. The rest of my shelves are kind of a mess. I'm still organizing and moving all my manga to the bedroom. This is gonna be my Zenkaiser display at some point when I'm done. But yeah, that's how easy the risers are for displays. And now for other stuff, even though it's my horror stuff and not my Toku stuff, I got a bunch of the 3M Command shelves. These come in a 2-pack for the smaller squares, and the other ones are individual shelves. I like those two for displaying. But yeah, that's kind of how I display. You kind of can see everything like this. As I finish the shelving more and everything else, it's gonna look a lot better. So that's it for this part. I'm gonna jump over and give you guys some more breakdown of pricing and my final thoughts and everything else on displaying my Toku merch. All right, so yeah, there's kind of a rough overview of what I use to display. Obviously, going to a place like Daiso Japan, if you don't have one, they do have a website. Like something like this, like I use for Boon Boonger to put the robo on and the changer, is perfect for $1.50. It's an insane price. And then getting the different stair style risers. Now, mind you, on Amazon you get like a 4-pack of these for like what, $15-$20. I see them all over different companies ones, and they're really expensive. Daiso Japan for $1.50, sometimes $1.75. Like, you can't go wrong. I went and I spent like $30 and I bought a bunch of stuff, as well as a couple like a tube, one of those plastic tubes to keep all my posters in that I get at conventions, and then a binder to put all the Japanese Toku movie posters in, like the little ones that are like that, the flyer style ones, and that was also $1.50. I think Daiso Japan's one of like the main places where I'm just like, this is where I want to go, and I go there not every month, maybe once every other month. Right now I have enough in my that are unused that I bought that I'm good to continue to organize my stuff, which I'm still in the middle of doing, which is why I wanted to do the video now, because I'm still in the process of changing my displays out, especially the candy toy stuff. So I plan on doing a full collection overview video at some point, just because I want to like show off how it's easy to save space and kind of mitigate, because if you saw my older videos, I was not good at saving space, especially if you go back and you look at the old Soto videos when Saber was coming out. I think if you go back all the way to one of the older candy toy vlogs, you could see the intro I made, which was going over my collection, and looking at that and then looking at how it is right now, it's like night and day for quality. And yet, as I got more Sotos, I'm able to fit more in the same amount of space I had before, which is why one of the main things I cannot stress enough, if you do have an IKEA near you, it is worth it to get these. I think they're Billy brand. It's worth it to get those over the convenience of going to like a Walmart or Target and buying the bookshelves there. I think at IKEA they're maybe $8 to $12, maybe $15 at most more. I think it's about $10 more. And the good thing is you could buy extra shelves on their own to make more shelves, which is what I did with these. So that's how, this is the stuff and how I display and how I keep everything clean. Like I said, getting yourself a can of compressed air every couple days or so. I'll go through there and just boom, 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 blow all the dust and everything off of all my figures and off the shelf. It makes it a lot easier at the end of the month when I do take everything down and wipe everything down. There's not a bunch of dust just caked on all the shelves and on the figures, because when it builds up, it's really tough to clean them to the point where you basically have to wipe them down. And if you haven't done any clear coat or anything on your figures, wiping them down, you run the risk of peeling off stickers, tearing stickers, and this and that on your candy toys. And I'm not really a fan of that. The only thing I don't do any clear cut is like the Figure Eye standard model kits. I don't put anything on those. Those are fine. I will panel line them and maybe spray something over if I panel line, but other than that, I don't mess with them. I don't touch them. But that's it for the video. Let me know if you have any tricks on how you clean your figures on your display, or if there's any I don't want to say secrets, right? I don't want to say secrets, but where do you get your risers, how any items you use to help display your stuff? I got some other ones I want to do down the road when I have more space, and maybe more time. Even I probably can work with what a space I have, because I've been doing that for a couple years now. But let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.